Okay, hello again. So I recently did a review on this, the I'll say it right this time, Anleon, not Anelon as I keep calling it, wireless in-ear unit. You can subscribe to my channel, check out my other video which is a full review on this. This is just a follow-up video because there were a couple of questions posed to me on that. Which has mostly been about the range. So what I did in my review is out here where I live. I walked the distance to show you how far it would go in a straight line. And then a lot of people thought that would be very different in an urban setting. So my thing for this video is doing it in an urban setting. Not only that, doing it in an actual venue. So I use this thing in one venue regularly. I have used it in another as well. I haven't had issues with it cutting out. Like I said in the review, sometimes when the limiter goes off, that can cause it to cut out. But I think some of the experiences that people have had may have more to do with interference from other units they're using, wireless mics and that sort of thing. I haven't experienced that with the wireless mics that I use it alongside. I do use it in a room full of people, full of cell phones in the city, but you will see just how far you can go in the city, running it through the mixer and all of that in this video. Cool. So the other thing I got asked is if the headset is stereo, which I didn't actually know because normally I just have one earpiece in and so I can hear a bit of stage noise at the same time because we don't have an atmosphere mic or anything like that. But the answer is yes, it is stereo. I have since tried it out just to make sure. And what that means is you have the capability to pan instruments in your ears to different ears. So say you stand on the stage and your electric guitarist is over there, you can pan your electric guitarist to your right hand ear so that they're coming from the direction that they're in. The drums to the other side, whatever. You can do that if you want to. Some people do like to do that. I prefer just to have the mix and just have one ear in, but that's me. So yes, you can do that. It is a stereo belt pack. So let's have a look at what the distance looks like in the city. Okay, so here we're going to test the Anleon wireless in-ear unit in town, in the venue. I've got a loop that I'm going to play from the computer. I am running it through the mixer out of what my normal ear feed is, and we're going to see how far we can go. So I've chucked some big headphones on in the hope that you might be able to hear it. This is backstage. This is now behind one wall. Out the door. This actually used to be a whole separate building, so we're now behind another wall. Let's go outside. battery. There you go, just there, it's just starting to cut out here, which I don't know if you can still see our building. There's that taller one way back down there. Cool. So what I'll do, see how far we can keep going. Just going to chuck the headphones on so I can hear it. Yeah, so here it's coming and going. The signal's sort of still there, but it really is cutting out now where it's coming in and out. So I'm just going to turn the camera around, and as I walk back we'll look at this from the other point of view so you can see how far we're travelling. So I'll chuck the headphones up by the camera, hopefully you can hear it a bit better. So I think this was the other point we were getting a bit of cutout. So there's our building coming up there. Hopefully I didn't lock myself out. Sorry, I just had to move the headphones away. Not enough hands. So remember we are on the other side of two walls still now. And we'll go down the hallway this time just to get an idea of distance. I'll try and pace out roughly a metre in the building from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 30 metres plus 2 walls, but you saw we also walked off down the street, which is then obviously going through the 3 walls. Yeah, and we made a fair distance there, and that's running through the mixer, see it there, through my normal ear feed, right in there, bing, alongside wireless mics. They aren't run up at the moment, as in they're not, the microphones themselves aren't turned on, but the receiver units are on. But I do use them. I used it just this morning on the stage. No issues running all those microphones at the same time in a room full of people and cell phones. Obviously it's not full of people now, but it was. Cool, so I hope that was helpful. So that you can now see what it looks like in the city. If you are having issues with it cutting out, look for sources of interference. The thing is, interference, limiter cutout, and reception cutout are going to sound different in your ears. You may not recognize the different sounds. It's kind of just an experience thing. When the limiter cuts out on it, it will normally be the result of a very loud noise, something like a kick drum or something like that. And normally what you'll hear is like a high-pitched peak. just like I can't really replicate it, but you know, like really high pitched and really short, almost like your ears ringing for a second and then just dead. There'll be no signal. And that's one of the things I said in my review that I didn't like about this unit, was that limiter has a slow release, meaning that it takes a bit too long, I feel, for that to come back. Which isn't, I mean, it's not really an issue if you're like a muso. I was posed a question by somebody who plays bass and sings, and in that case you've got the potential with a bass to set it off. I do use it while I'm playing bass all the time. I don't really set it off that often, but also my in-ears are not my only source of monitoring for my bass. I actually have an amp stack next to me that I use for most of my feed, so I don't need too much going through my ears. But occasionally the kick drum, if I have too much of that going to my ears, I will set off that limiter. And the only difference for that guy being the fact that he wants to sing, and you could still get through it, but it could be a little bit disconcerting to, you know, lose your ear feed while you're trying to sing. So just something to be aware of. Cool. And then interference can sound different ways, but you're going to get like it's almost like you're going to have a bit of noise that replaces your signal, so you won't just get a gap in your signal, but there will be something else that will feed into that space, whether it's a hum or a click or something like that. Cutting out, you will just get dead patches normally, and they won't be very long. You'll hear it come and go, and you'll hear that. You would have heard that in the video when we got to that distance where it started to cut out. You would have heard what that sounds like. So check out the comments in my other video. Again, subscribe so that you can get hold of all this stuff easily. But check out the comments there. I made some suggestions to one of the guys on there that I think is having interference issues rather than having the thing cutting out because of distance. Cool. So hopefully that has helped you out and given you the information that you need.